Informational Text, English 3, Quarter 4, Week 5. Informational texts are factual information about specific topics that are conveyed to the readers in different forms. Authors of informational text employ a variety of structures to assist readers in finding information quickly and efficiently. At the end of this lesson, you are expected to restate facts on climate change, children's rights, and traffic safety from informational text. Let me read our passage. Road safety is the protection and prevention of road accidents by following all the road safety measures. It is very important to know the traffic lights and signals. Traffic lights and signals for pedestrians should be observed. Red man light means do not cross. If you see it, you should not walk. Green man light means you are safe to cross the pedestrian and you can walk. In traffic signals, red means stop. When the signal turns red, all vehicles have to stop. Green means go. When the signal turns green, vehicles should move. Yellow means slow down. When the signal turns yellow, vehicles should slow down. Restate the paragraphs in 5 sentences. Get your answer sheet, your paper, or your notebook. And timer starts now. And these are some answers. Knowledge about traffic lights and signals are very important. Traffic lights are red, green, and yellow. Red means stop, green means go, and yellow means slow down. Road safety should always be observed by all to prevent from any accident and harm, and it will serve as protection for all of us if we follow this all the time. For our first learning task, fill in the bubble map with the restated facts about the child's right from the informational text below. Do you know your rights? Every child has rights. As an important part of the society, you should be loved and taken care of. As a child, you should know and value your rights. The first right that you should know is the right to be born and be given a name. It is also your right to become part of a family that will love and take care of you. Your family should provide your needs such as clothing, foods, and shelter. You should also be protected from danger. It is also your right to be educated. Now that you know your rights, do you enjoy these rights? Get ready your answer sheet, your paper, and your pencil, and fill in the bubble map with the restated facts. Timer starts now. And these are some answers. Rights of a child. A child should be loved and taken care of. A child's right is to become a part of a family. To be born and given a name, and a child should be protected from danger. Restating. Restating a fact is a means of expressing or stating original ideas using your own words. In effect, it can change the structure of the sentence by either making it shorter or longer. Restating can be done in varied ways. Some of the ways to restate is by paraphrasing and summarizing. Restating usually draws information from an existing information or details. This is known as informational text, which is in the form of a story, a passage, an article, or a news. These informational texts are factual. For learning task 2, restate the cause and effect of an earthquake from the given informational text below. Why do earthquakes happen? Earthquakes usually happen when underground rock suddenly breaks along a fault. This sudden release of energy causes the seismic wave that make the ground shake. When two blocks of rock or two plates are rubbing against each other, they stick a little. They do not just slide smoothly. The rocks catch on each other. The rocks are still pushing against each other but not moving. After a while, the rocks break because of all the pressure that was built up. When rocks break, an earthquake occurs. During and after an earthquake, the plates or blocks of rocks start moving, and they continue to move until they get stuck again. The spot underground where the rock breaks is called the focus of the earthquake. The place right above the focus or on top of the ground is called the epicenter of an earthquake. Now, write 3 causes and 3 effects. Timer starts now. And these are some answers. Cause and effect. Earthquake, shaking of the ground. 2 blocks of rock or 2 plates are rubbing against each other. Rocks catch on each other. All the pressures built, the rocks break. For learning test 3, complete the dialogue of Tom and Ben about COVID-19. Refer to the given text. Coronavirus disease or COVID-19 is an infectious disease transferable between humans and animals. Once infected, the virus spread all over the body, but usually affects the respiratory system. This leads to sore throat, dry cough, and even runny nose. Other symptoms include fever, headache, and loss of taste. When most of these symptoms occur, a person should immediately consult a doctor for early treatment to prevent the virus from affecting the body. And this is our dialogue. Tom: Hello Ben, have you heard of COVID-19? Ben: Yes Tom, what do you know about it? Tom: Write something about what Tom will say to Ben. Next, Ben: What body system does it highly affect? Then Tom will answer again. Then Ben: Oh, I see. What about its symptoms? Tom: Then add another statement of Tom. Do you know any other symptoms? Then Ben will answer. Tom: So, what should one do if symptoms appear? Then another answer from Ben. Then Tom: All right Ben, I have to go. Thank you. Timer starts now. And these are some answers. Hello Ben, have you heard of COVID-19? Yes Tom, what do you know about it? It is infectious disease transferable between humans and animals. What body system does it highly affect? The respiratory system. Oh, I see. What about its symptoms? Symptoms are sore throat, dry cough, and even runny nose. Do you know any other symptoms? Other includes fever, headache, and loss of taste. So, what should one do if these symptoms appear? He or she should immediately consult a doctor. Alright Ben, I have to go. Thank you. Learning Task 4. Read the article, then restate the highlighted parts of the article. Student opinion: Zoos should be banned. By Megan Zhu, adapted by Nucella Staff, published on July 16, 2020. Do you think zoos are nice places for animals to live? If you do, think again. Zoos are harmful to animals. There are 3 main reasons why. First, zoos breed animals inhumanly. Second, they do not help animals return to the wild. Third, they do not take good enough care of the animals. For these reasons, zoos should be shut down and banned or stopped altogether. The first reason zoos should be banned is that they breed captive animals. Zoos breed animals so that they will have baby animals to show the public. Most zoo animals are born inside zoos. Many are raised without ever seeing their original wild homes. When zoos have too many animals, they do not return them to the wild. They simply kill the extra animals. Take this example from 2014. The Copenhagen Zoo is located in Denmark, a country in Northern Europe. A giraffe there named Marius was raised as a baby in the zoo. He was loved by the public. Yet, when he became an adult, he was killed. The zoo staff shot him. They didn't think he would be useful. They had other male giraffes they could breed instead of Marius. Baby animals attract more visitors than older animals. Killing an adult animal opens up space and resources to bring in a younger animal. That animal can draw bigger crowds and more money. That is the real reason Marius was killed. The zoo made less money as he grew up. People were more interested in Marius when he was a baby than when he became an adult. The second reason zoos should be banned is that they rarely help endangered animals return to their original habitats. A report by National Geographic found that most zoos do not have any contact with reintroduction programs. People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, or PETA, is a non-profit organization that fights for animal rights. According to them, fewer than one-fifth of the animals in United States zoos are actually endangered. When animal species is endangered, it is at risk of dying out completely. Zoos spend tons of money building enclosures for animals, yet they do almost nothing to restore wild habitats or stop poaching in wild environments. Finally, zoos simply do not have enough resources to properly house the creatures that live there. Wild habitats cannot be remade in spaces where animals are held captive. An opinion article called "All the Reasons Why Zoos Should Be Banned" was published by Vice in 2015. It said polar bears in zoos have up to 18,000 times less space than they do in the wild. Animals cannot be healthy in zoos. 75% of elephants kept in zoos are overweight, according to the article. 40% of lion cubs pass away before their full lifespan. This data supports the argument that zoos do not have the resources to support animals' well-being, health, and populations. The British Broadcasting Company, or BBC, has reported that around 3,000 to 5,000 animals are killed each year in zoos in Europe. Many more animals show signs of zoochosis. This is a psychological disorder observed in zoo animals that leads to pacing, bar biting, and other repeated behaviors. Zoos should make an effort to reintroduce the animals they own in natural habitats. Some could be returned to the wild. However, many zoo animals would not be able to survive in the wild. These animals should then be sent to sanctuaries where they can live peacefully. Zoos inhumanly source and breed animals. They do little to improve wildlife populations. Zoos also do little to help the public understand their impact on wildlife. Also, they cannot provide what is needed to support animals' lives. Zoos should reintroduce their animals into the wild or into sanctuary settings. This will have the added benefit of relieving zoos of the burden of keeping these animals alive. Isn't it that a win-win? Now, timer starts now and you can write your own or restate what you have heard or what we have read a while ago about the zoos. And these are some answers. Zoos are not good for animals. Zoos produce animals to display to public. Marius, a giraffe, was raised in zoo. Baby animals charm more tourists than older animals. Zoos spend tons of cash building in areas for animals. Animals can have poor health in zoos. Animals should be put back where it formerly lived. Animals are uncaringly sourced and bred in zoos. Complete the paragraph by selecting your answer from the choices below. Write your answers in your notebook. Paraphrasing, restating, informational text, summarizing, and structure. Blank is a means of expressing or stating defined facts or ideas by using your own words. In effect, it can change the blank of the sentence by either making it shorter or longer. It can be done in varied ways. Some of the ways to restate is by blank and blank. Restating usually draws information from an already existing information or details, and this is known as blank in the form of story, passage, articles, or news. These informational texts are all factual, and if used for restating, same message should be expressed through words and structures or structure are different. You may now write your answers. Timer starts now. And these are the correct answers. Restating is a means of expressing or stating defined facts or ideas by using your own words. In effect, it can change the structure of the sentence by either making it shorter or longer. It can be done in varied ways. Some of the ways to restate is by summarizing and paraphrasing. Restating usually draws information from an already existing information or details, and this is known as informational text in the form of story, passage, article or news. These informational texts are all factual, and if used for restating, same message should be expressed through words and structure are different. And that ends our lesson for today. Thank you for joining today's class. Till next time!